both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen underneath for Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Rolling. 1, 6, 3. 12.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Shakes off this, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Dayon Buchanan able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, this win is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
To throw is Locke, eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's Hines. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
11.
3rd and 2, Locke. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. On 1st and 10, Locke. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. From the gun, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Handoff. It's Murray. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out.
Let it roll. 5, 674. Check out. 290. 11Z.
Here's Locke. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. They come out here in the eye. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Rosen. And he will find his man on the outside. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Rosen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Hines on the toss play. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. To throw on second down is Luck. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Hot. Gone, 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 gone. Hot, hot.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Leopard. Detroit, Detroit. Gone, 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 gone. Hot.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bennett. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. They'll go with a keeper, and he will push forward and pick up the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up first downs.
To throw is Rosen. Caught left side, Bennett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Gone, gone. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Hot.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Gone, 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 gone. No, check. Patriot, Patriot. Hot.
And now it's Rosen looking. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And spins away. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Hurry, hurry! 5, 6, 5! Single.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now a first down throw, Luck. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Long. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Luck now after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Luck. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd and 10, Luck. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now it's Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rosen. It's caught. Nelson. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. A big play there just before halftime.